Joining us is Numsa acting spokesperson Patrick Craven joins us on the phone line. Good afternoon to you and thank you for joining us here on ANN7. Firstly, just talk us through Numsa's stance with regards to Cosatu backing Cyril Ramaphosa for succession.
First of all, I must stress that Numsa was one of the very first organizations to call for President Zuma to resign back in 2013. And that remains our view. But we feel, however, that to replace him with Cyril Ramaphosa will change absolutely nothing. His policies are fundamentally the same as those of the current president. And in fact, we believe that Cyril Ramaphosa has been an architect of some of the worst policies which this government has adopted, particularly its adoption of GEAR and the National Development Plan. He was involved in the constitutional talks, which led to the retention of the property clause in the Constitution, and prepared the ground for the continuation of predominantly white monopoly capitalism to remain in force. And he has consistently pursued that, not only politically, but even personally. And we particularly object to the ANC having a leader who was directly involved in the massacre of 34 workers at Marikana. Mm-hmm. And now, of course, the national minimum wage, which we've already said is a totally unacceptable proposal, which he has identified himself with. And we believe that the ANC as a whole are running out of ideas, have lost their original liberation credentials, and has become simply a party of capitalism. And we want to see a complete fundamental change in the kind of economy and society which we have in South Africa.
Mm-hmm. Will Numsa be coming forward and publicly be backing any individual for succession?
No, we are now busy forming our own independent workers' party, which will be an alternative to the ANC. And we will not be backing any ANC leader or the ANC as a whole, but will be putting forward policies which are independent, workers, socialist policies, once the party is up and running.
Just lastly, Mr. Craven, with regards to Numsa saying that, an endorsement of Cyril Ramaphosa by Cosatu is against the interests of workers, could you just elaborate on that thought and that view by Numsa?
Yes, because of the policies which I've already mentioned. He supports the continuation of the economic structure we have at the moment, capitalism. Monopoly capitalism, and he himself is personally has been involved through his activities in Lonmin in maintaining that system, and it has brought nothing but hardship to the majority of workers, with the high levels of unemployment, poverty, and being the most unequal society in the entire world. And for all these reasons, we reject him and reject the policies he stands for.
Mr. Craven, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. We appreciate you chatting to us. Numsa acting spokesperson, Mr. Patrick Craven.